If you're over 50 and you think all milk is either good or bad for blood sugar, stop right there, because that idea is exactly what confuses most people living with type 2 diabetes. Here's what the research is actually showing. It's not just whether you drink milk that matters. It's which type you choose and how you drink it that can quietly change your blood sugar response every single day. And no, let's be very clear from the start. Milk does not cure diabetes. No food on earth does that. But what scientists have found is much more interesting and much more practical. Different types of milk can either spike your glucose quickly or slow down digestion and help stabilize it. And in this video at Strong 50s, we're going to break down exactly that, based on real nutrition research, not internet myths. We'll go through 5 milk options, ranked from simple everyday choices to the most powerful timing strategy researchers have tested in real people with diabetes. And if you stay until the end, you'll discover a surprisingly simple before-meal milk trick that may help reduce post-meal sugar spikes without changing your entire diet. Most people completely miss this, so let's break it down properly. Think of your body like a slow, intelligent fuel system. When you're younger, it can handle sudden sugar changes more easily, like a car that adjusts instantly when you press the gas pedal. But after 50, that system becomes less flexible. Insulin response slows down, muscle mass naturally decreases, and your body becomes more sensitive to fast-digesting carbohydrates. That means even small daily habits, like what you put in your coffee or cereal, can start to matter more than they used to. Now, milk seems harmless, right? But here's what most people don't realize. Milk contains lactose, which is a natural sugar. And depending on the type of milk, that sugar can either enter your bloodstream quickly or be slowed down by protein, fat, or fermentation. So the real question isn't, should diabetics drink milk? The real question is, which milk supports steadier blood sugar and which one quietly works against it? Research published in nutrition and metabolic journals has shown something interesting. When milk is combined with or chosen alongside the right nutrients, especially proteiny, it can reduce the speed at which glucose enters the bloodstream after a meal. That doesn't mean milk is a treatment. It means milk can be part of a smarter routine. And that's exactly what we're going to explore today on Strong 50s, step by step in plain language. Because small changes, repeated daily, are what actually matter most. Before we go further, if this is already making sense, take a second and hit the like button. It helps this video reach more adults over 50 who are trying to understand their blood sugar better without confusion or fear. And I want you to comment something simple, your age, and where you're watching from. This helps build a real Strong 50s community, people supporting each other in the same stage of life. All right, now let's continue. We're going to break this down into 5 milk strategies, from basic everyday swaps to the most powerful science-backed timing method at number 1. And we'll start with the most practical, widely available option. Here's what's coming. A smarter version of regular cow's milk, fermented milk that supports gut health. A low-carb plant-based option, a high-protein heart-friendly alternative, and finally, a timing strategy that changes everything. What we've established so far is simple. Milk is not the enemy, but not all milk behaves the same inside your body, especially after 50. In the next section, we'll start ranking each milk type and explain exactly how they affect blood sugar in real-world terms. And the first one might surprise you, because it's still dairy, just upgraded in a way most people never think about. Let's start with number 5. Number 5 is upgraded cow's milk, but not the regular kind most people grew up with. We're talking about higher protein or lactose-free versions of milk. Think of this as the smarter engine upgrade for a basic daily habit. Here's what matters. Regular milk naturally contains lactose, which is a form of sugar. When you drink it alone, that sugar enters your bloodstream fairly quickly. But when milk has more protein, or when it's processed to reduce lactose, something interesting happens inside your body. Digestion slows down slightly, glucose release becomes more gradual, and your blood sugar spike after meals is less sharp. Research in nutrition science has shown that higher protein dairy products can reduce post-meal glucose response compared to standard milk. In simple terms, same glass of milk, different impact on your blood sugar. Now here's how to actually use this in real life. If you already drink milk in tea, coffee, or cereal, don't remove it completely. Instead, switch to lactose-free milk or higher protein milk options, and use it consistently with meals, not on an empty stomach. Here's the mistake most people make. They drink milk alone as a snack, thinking it's harmless. But without food pairing, the sugar impact becomes more noticeable. The right way is simple. Milk plus meal equals slower absorption. Milk alone equals faster spike. That one adjustment alone can make a real difference over time. Now stay with me because the next one is where things get even more interesting for your gut and blood sugar control. Number 4 is fermented dairy. This includes plain kefir and unsweetened yogurt drinks. Think of this as pre-digested milk with benefits. Here's why. Fermentation means natural bacteria have already broken down part of the lactose before you even drink it, so your body receives less sugar load up front plus beneficial live bacteria. And those bacteria don't just sit in your gut. They actively influence how your body handles digestion, inflammation, and even glucose response. Research in metabolic health suggests that gut bacteria play a role in how efficiently your body regulates blood sugar after meals. So when you choose fermented dairy, you're not just reducing sugar impact, you're also supporting the internal system that manages it. Now here's a simple real-life way to use it. Instead of fruit juice or sweetened drinks in the morning, swap it with a small glass of plain kefir or unsweetened yogurt drink. That single change replaces a fast sugar spike with a slower, more stable release. But there's a mistake to avoid here. Flavored yogurt drinks are often loaded with added sugar, sometimes more than soft drinks. So always look for unsweetened or no added sugar. Now let's move to number 3. This is the simplest option, and for many people, the easiest switch. Unsweetened almond milk. Now listen carefully because this one works very differently. Almond milk is extremely low in carbohydrates. That means it contains very little natural sugar to begin with. So when you drink it, there's almost nothing that significantly raises blood glucose. This is why many dietitians recommend it for people trying to reduce carbohydrate intake. But here's the important truth most people ignore. It is not a protein milk. That means while it's great for reducing sugar spikes, it does not support muscle maintenance the same way dairy or soy milk does. And after 50, muscle support becomes extremely important for metabolism and glucose control. So think of almond milk like a low sugar base tool. It works best in coffee, tea, light cereal use, not as your main nutrition source. Here's the smart way to use it. Replace high sugar milk additions in drinks with unsweetened almond milk, especially if you consume milk multiple times a day. That removes hidden sugar without changing your routine. Now let's move to number 2. This is where we get both nutrition and balance working together. Number 2 is unsweetened soy milk. This is one of the most interesting options in the entire milk category. Why? Because soy milk gives you something rare in plant-based drinks, a complete protein profile. That means it behaves more like animal protein in terms of digestion support. At the same time, it stays relatively low in carbohydrates. So you get a combination of lower sugar impact plus stronger protein support plus heart health benefits. LinkedIn research studies on soy protein suggest it may help improve cholesterol levels and support cardiovascular health, which is especially important for people with type 2 diabetes, since heart health and blood sugar are closely connected. Now here's a simple way to think about it. If almond milk is low sugar support, soy milk is balanced nutrition support. It can replace cow's milk in breakfast coffee cooking smoothies. But here's the key. Always choose unsweetened versions. Flavored soy milks often remove the health advantage by adding sugar back in. Now we're getting to the most important part of this entire video, because number 1 is not really a type of milk. It's how you use it, and that's where everything changes. Now we reach number 1. But I want you to understand something important before I say it. Number 1 is not a specific milk. It's a timing strategy. And this is where the research becomes very powerful. Scientists studying blood sugar response have found something interesting. When protein is consumed just before or alongside carbohydrates, it can slow down how quickly glucose enters the bloodstream. In simple terms, it doesn't change what you eat. It changes how your body handles it. This is called a protein preload effect, and one of the easiest ways to apply it in real life is with milk. Here's how it works. Before your biggest meal of the day, especially breakfast, drink a small glass of unsweetened high-protein milk. This can be high-protein dairy milk or unsweetened soy milk. Drink it about 10 to 15 minutes before eating. What happens next is simple but important. Your digestive system starts responding to protein first. Hormones that regulate digestion become more active, and when carbohydrates arrive from your meal, your body processes them more slowly and steadily. Research in controlled studies has shown that protein before meals can reduce post-meal blood sugar spikes compared to eating carbohydrates alone. Now, let's make this practical. If your breakfast is something like toast oats cereal, then this one habit can change how your body reacts to that meal every morning. Same food, different response. Here's the key mistake people make. They focus only on what they eat, but ignore the order and timing. And in blood sugar control, timing can be just as important as food choice. Now let's bring everything together clearly. Number 5, upgraded cow's milk options for better protein balance. Number 4, fermented dairy for gut and glucose support. Number 3, almond milk for ultra-low sugar intake. Number 2, soy milk for balanced protein and heart health. And number 1, protein timing before meals to reduce spikes. If you combine even 2 or 3 of these strategies consistently, you're not just changing milk. You're changing how your body responds to food, and that's where real control begins. Now let me say this clearly. No milk will cure diabetes. No single food will reverse it. But daily choices like this can help support more stable blood sugar over time, especially when combined with a balanced lifestyle. This is exactly what we focus on here at Strong 50s. Simple science, real-life application, no confusion. Before you go, I want to hear from you. Comment below and tell me 2 things: your age and where you are watching from. I personally read these comments, and it helps build a real community of people over 50 who are all trying to improve their health step by step. And if this video helped you understand milk in a clearer way, then please do 3 small things. Hit the like button. It really helps this content reach more people who need it. Subscribe to Strong 50s so you don't miss future simple science-based health guides. And share this video with someone in your family who is managing diabetes. Because sometimes the smallest changes make the biggest difference over time. Take care of your health, stay consistent, and I'll see you in the next